Welcome back to Homebody. This is going to be a very interesting time. Oh. Interesting. Hope getting out here wasn't too much of a hassle for you guys. Emily, for real, the drive was fine. It would be like nothing for miles except trees, and then once every hour we'd see cows or something. At one point we stopped at one of those roadside boiled peanut stands and we saw the guy ladle some of the hot nut water into his mouth, so he left without getting any. It sounds to me like you saw something that made you feel funny. I should tell a trusted adult right away. Did a joke just go over my head? I feel like this is one of those Emily Francisms, and none of us speak that language. Wait, you guys don't know this story? So, like, do you guys remember when the local artist council held that mini con in the spring? I got a booth and was crunching like crazy to turn out little paintings and designs, while also doing homework poorly. And because I'm a good friend, I offered to help set things up and make her life easier. That, and I wanted an excuse to hang out and people watch. Emily sends me to Kino's to pick up a box of freshly printed and very glossy nice auto-bio designs, get back to the con, just in time for the show to get going. I was excited to see how the books came out because I was nervous about full bleeds and whatnot, and when I opened the box, it's not my zines. It was instead fully packed with a variety of public safety and surprisingly Christian pamphlets, like the kind you get in Dare or the one assholes leave instead of tips. I have had both of those experiences, Dares and assholes leaving me Christian pamphlets instead of a tip. I'm panicking because the print job was expensive and I was hoping to make my money back, and now I have a box of the shit people try to hand you at the grocery store, and the booth next to us saw the whole thing and wanted to read them. And I'm standing there feeling like the biggest idiot on planet Earth for ruining my friend's show. Then Emily fans them out on a table, scribbles a sign that says $1, and those things start selling like hotcakes. Turns out disaffected stoners really love Dare and ephemera. I'm stupid. Ever since little snippets of those pamphlets would just randomly pop into my head. Drinking ain't cool, don't be a fool. Radon might be right behind you. Yeah, those pamphlets make obscure safety concerns feel like they're living entities coming to kill you. I remember feeling like I had to lock my doors to keep out Larynge's disease. I pronounced that wrong for sure. Francine, you made the best mistake possible. You saved me from having other people see cartoons of me unsuccessfully trying to convince the Krispy Kreme employees to let me have some of the burned up donuts that got stuck in the production line, and having an inexplicable panic attack in the parking lot. No one needs to see that. So thank you again for fucking up so bad. Did they let you have the donuts? They did not. So you really took this ode brochure literally, huh? What do you mean? Radon might be right behind you. Sounds like something you would say. You're always warning me about obscure shit. I've never even heard of it. You know what? I just realized I need to go find my binoculars. I'll be right back. Okay, bye us. It's messed up that they don't just let you have the donuts. I mean, they're just gonna go in the trash anyway. Oh wow, I'm really not okay. Yeah, you doing okay in here? Yeah, I just needed a second. You said that, yeah, like 14 minutes ago. Well, I told the gang I would bring these binoculars along for the trip, so I've been looking for them, and I don't think they're here. So now I'm caught up on a ball trying not to hyperventilate. The door's opening. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of figured. I thought you were doing great. I haven't seen you like this on in a while. I think 20 minutes of on is all I can do, and I think I can only do that because Francine's wingmanning me. It's embarrassing. When we met, I was all Captain Cool, helping Francine keep her shit together. But I'm not like I was back then. In school, I don't even recognize that person. You don't have to be perfect for them to like you. You're their friend. They already like you. Do they like me, or do they just like whoever that was? Unless you've been quietly struggling with demonic possession or something, whoever that was is still you. Look, I don't want to make you feel any more guilty about it, but I can only talk to your friends about data analysis for so long. You're fine. You're safe. They missed you. Even if we'll never forgive you for not being able to find the binoculars. Come on, I'm making tea. Peter. Is that his name? Peter? What, did you need a pair of binoculars to find that pair of binoculars? Get your feet off my table. Jesus, what are you, my mom? I just don't want you ruining my table. I eat on that. Thank you, Cliff. Very cool. Why is PETA always there? Cliff, we need to talk about that binocular joke. I'm disappointed in you. Are you good? It's okay. Laura turned it off. I know. You're really worried about this, huh? Like you're worried about me ruining your table. Why is Pete always there? Cliff, cool it. I'm just messing around. You guys' apartment is so cute. This seems like a really nice area. We'll even be able to see the shower out here with all the light pollution. Come on, it's not that bad if you go like a mile out of town. Anyway, the moon is just a tiny crescent tonight, barely any competition for the Perseids. I feel like I'm pronouncing that wrong. Hell, maybe binoculars would be cool. Getting lost looking for the treasure Theus Major. I can't read. And Gonad's district and all the other stuff the magic school bus tried to teach me about. Nah. I gotta telex to my neighbor and see if she'll feed my guppies. You didn't take care of that before you left? I'm taking care of it now. Hot nut water guy got me thinking. That the hot nut water guy would probably be pretty good. Super umami, yeah. Obviously. But hot nut water guy also got me thinking. I feel like travel becomes way less stressful once you just accept that things in a new place are going to be uncertain and weird instead of trying to control every last detail. Just go with the flow. Like that time we were out in the mountains and decided to follow signs for a family fun center. And ended up in a burned down old ghost town with no sign of escape. Totally. The creaking of a distant rocking chair, unreadable old billboards bleached white by the sun, tetanus on every surface. Gotta love that percolating sense of a knowledgeable danger. A knowable danger. I am Reed. Guys, guess what? I'm changing the subject. What are we gonna get for dinner? I could go for some za. I think we could do better than za. Emily, you live here. Where should we get food? Take a little diner. Rotating pot. Ooh. Right around the corner is super authentic. I want to do this. Sure, yeah, let's just get pizza. Oh, okay, my opinion isn't real. In that case, we better get going if we're going to get Domino's before they close. Crud. Okay, let me just do the rounds of the apartment real quick before we go. Emily, seriously, are you still worried about your knobs? It's not that unreasonable. The apartment next door to mine was like, I guess, a crash pad for pilots who were coming into the airport down the road. The city shut off our gas and nobody was around to turn the pilot light back on. No pilots for the pilot light. They had one job. I'm taking heat for the binocular joke and you can get away with that one. Right? Anyway, with the pilot light off, the room just slowly swelled with gas. But by the time the landlord finally came by to shut off the valve, the apartment was so filled with gas that the windows had bowed out from the pressure. Sure, but that has to be rare. Rare, but it happens. Gas is invisible, so I heard about that too. The thing that bothers me is like what happens if my lungs are full of gas and it ignites. My lungs getting like all burned up from the inside. Wouldn't the gas need oxygen to ignite? What's in my lungs if not oxygen? Guys, I think we should start talking about this. Why should we? Listen, Pete is still there. Gas isn't some magic murder monster coming to kill you. You turn the knob and it's off, that's it. Pete, help me out here. It is Pete. Peta? Peta? Exactly, thank you. That's just what I'm talking about. Look, let me put this to rest for you, Emily. See? And did we all die in a blazing inferno? No. So you can relax now. Wow, Cliff, you're right. I'm so relaxed. Now, if you'll excuse me for a moment. Am I the murderer? Am I murdering my friends? Okay. I can go in the basement now. I remembered from last episode. What's the basement combination? Shoot. What is it? What is the basement combination? I had it. Where is it? There. 278. Okay, now I'm here with the lights on. There's a tunnel underneath the floor. When I look into the darkness, it seems to stretch into infinity. Infinity, Jesus. Just looking at it makes me want to hyperventilate. I don't much want to know what's on the other end, but metal bars stop me from finding out. Okay, this was the plans, which is interesting. There's this. It's drawing of a mine. Oh, dear Lord. You're kidding me. So where my mines were? Isn't that it? That should be it. Unless I'm bad at game. I couldn't tell, because those two are bombs. Oh, maybe those are all not bombs, because that's a bomb. Yeah, okay. So it's this. Uh-huh. Check power box. Okay, what's the goal here? That's the orange cable. I don't know what the goal is here. Blue cable. It's the blue cable I saw on the first floor. It leads from the ceiling down through a hole in the wall. Door still won't budge. $12? How does this work? Oh, I have to do that again. I hope I got everything out of there, because I really don't want to do it again. Okay, but this is a noisemaker. Purple. The fluid in this tank is the source for all pumps in the house. When improperly calibrated, pumps positioned above this tank will drain automatically with gravity. For pumps positioned below, manual drain won't be necessary using this button. Okay, so there's 35 left, which means I need to do, I guess, 35. Cool, I'm not ready to solve this yet. Red and ominous. There's still 18 in here. Excuse me. Oh. Oh boy, okay. Dear God. Oh. This is a mess. Okay, that's doing that. Plus needs to get up to the plus. Up! Oh hey, I did it. Why is it gooey? Oh, shoot. Run. Emily. 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 I also have no idea how I solved that puzzle. Well, I escaped the house. I got one of the achievements, at least. Who? It's the man. Hello, Emily. It is Emily, right? Do you know who I am? Yeah, you're that old guy I met at the gas station. At least, I think there was a gas station. My name is Parker Nest. Do you feel strange spending so much time in my home? Your home? We're not really in the mountain retreat in Pennsylvania. That place isn't your home. Is not Rome still Rome? Are these really the last days of the Roman Empire? Ugh, please make sense. Tell me, when that creature, the homunculus, when it attacks you, do you feel it? Do you feel anything when you die? I'm learning to ignore it. It's like an illusion now, since I know the next loop is coming right up. Funny. That's not what your fun friend said. Who? That guy? Chad? Cliff? I imagine you must blame me for what's happening to you. Frankly, I do. Find to whom this cruel world appears, and you will know why it appears so cruel. In the attic, you'll find a device I've built, something Burroughs told me about some time before he pissed off to Tangers, called an accumulator, supposed to aid in cellular reassembly. I built it believing it would extend my Heisland days. Of course, I was in my 50s. I should have known that the time was already behind me. Still, I hoped it would help regain some of the feelings I once had. Naturally, it didn't. So are you the homunculus? Instead, over time, it made the house, it made you, it made that thing, the homunculus, and it made a liar out of me. The only comfort that brings me regards the predicament I seem to have gotten you into is that it keeps creating and recreating you, but it won't last forever. In fact, I suspect the mere fact that we're having this conversation now is a sign that both of us are in some kind of hot water. The accumulator is the maker of the world in which we live. It alone can change it or unmake it. And that's probably in the red door. Wow. Okay, so let's speedrun this again, I guess. Screw my friends. I forget the thing. That's done. Nope, no, combinations over here. 278. I'm speedrunning the shit out of this game. There he is. Hi, Cliff. Hey, Cliff. Watch your step, Emily. I'm starting to think the workmanship of this house is pretty dodgy. Be sure your feet don't break right through the floorboards. What makes you say that? I closed one of these cupboards a minute ago and the damn thing cracked right in half. This whole place is like the cheapest quality of wood. Disneyland. Earlier, Gary opened the closet too fast while doing a bit of the door almost dishinged on its hands. Yeah, I've noticed that too. It's either poor workmanship or termites. Either way, I know we're footing the bill on the rental insurance. Cheap bastards. Cliff, have you seen the power box in the living room? Do you know what's up with it? Oh yeah, that weird wall enclosure? A box like that controls electrical distribution. Usually that'd be done with simple switches, but in this setup, some of the wiring distribution is offloaded to the components inside the enclosure. which lets you choose where to send the juice. It looks like the power flows up from the positive and negative terminals to the bottom of either the positive and negative pairs on the left or right. You need to line up the connections on the tiles to form a continuous path from the terminals on the bottom of the machine pairs on either side, but you can only solve one side at a time. Just connect a minus to a minus and a plus to a plus. As long as a plus and minus don't directly connect to each other, you're good. That thing is so weird. It looks like a toy from the Smart Kid store. Yeah, it looks old and handmade and ridiculous. I think the homeowner made it? That's my guess too, but I don't know why. If he didn't make it himself, he at least paid someone else to. The question is why? Yeah, the escape room. Maybe they don't know about how abnormal it is. Whoever built that thing is trying to keep somebody out of something else. If somebody's that worried, they probably shouldn't be renting out their house to strangers. And we should be sleeping outside. Also, FYI, that thing isn't going to work at all if it doesn't have power. That would probably be controlled from the main circuit breaker. Is it all a guess? I don't know. I feel like I've seen one like it before somehow, like a weird kind of deja vu feeling. Talk to you later. See, Cliff was mysteriously missing one run. Okay. So I did the bottom half. Let's do the top half. And let's see how that works. Okay. And this plus needs to go... Right? Oh, shit. Yeah, that does it. Whoop. I did it correct again on accident. Cool. This, I think, was the upstairs one? We're turned on this light at the end of the hallway, right? Yup. Oh, damn it. I'm gonna be here all fucking day. Oh, Lord Almighty. This sucks. I hate these puzzles because I don't understand them. Okay, use my brain here. That isn't helpful because of this. Oh! Okay, I did it. Power went out. Examine notes. Parker again. It was locked out of the attic today because I couldn't solve your little puzzle. See, I don't understand what's so difficult about it. Next time you need to get into the attic, just press the buttons in this order. I'm not saying I want a guide to your puzzle. I'm just saying you should install a normal lock. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, yep. Good. Is that part of my memory now? Please, dear God. Good. Oh. Thank God it's part of my memory. Otherwise, I'd be screwed. Well, I'm a little late. Okay. Oh, that's the snake. 733. Okay. That's the elevator. Blueprints of the weird machine in the middle of the room. Is that the thing Nest's accumulator? 3 cables run power into the accumulator from elsewhere in the house. 2 generators and a weird machine. I guess all of that power flows into the machine. I should follow the cables to find where the power comes from. Oh, this is the thing. It's a box with 3 lights and a big old mad scientist switch. It looks like it provides power to the accumulator. There are 3 gnarly cables coming out from below. It probably means 3 sources, like in the blueprint. Then I can turn on the accumulator at the end of this. Sounds like opening this machine made some Something break downstairs. These cables look like they carry a lot of electricity. I guess I need to follow them to the source of the power if they want to turn this thing on. Two of them disappear into the floor. The other goes to the spiky-looking machine. Is that thing a lightning rod? Okay, so I got blue and red. Pink's up here. Blue and red's here. A broken explored wire. Touching that would be very bad. Oh! I got an achievement and I died. Okay. Oh, dang it. I thought it would be a quick reset. No, I gotta go through a cutscene. So at that point, I look at Gary and say, that makes two of us. And Gary clearly wants to back down, but I don't want to back down. And we started that, stared that guy down till he backed off. You intimidated him? Nah, he never wanted to fight. Turned out he was joking. Huh. So that happened at the Roadhouse, huh? Yep. Huh. I haven't been to the Roadhouse since we were all together. The first time we watched the Proceeds. That must have been, what, like 3 years ago? Yep. Glad you had occasion to grace us with your presence again. Well, my grandma died very conveniently. You wouldn't have come otherwise? And I thought Pete was the flaky one. But I'm anxious about coming back. It's my grandma's still like, bye. I've been busy. Anxious. I've been busy. Great. So relax. We're supposed to be having fun here. We'll drink out of the dirty glasses and watch some falling space garbage and it'll be great. But isn't the bar just outside of town? Where are we going? We're going to the site where I've been working. Why? And why are you telling me this now? We're gonna get to the bar way after everybody else. I told the others a later start time. I wanted to make sure I didn't have to pick up my last check alone. Your last check? Last time we talked, you seemed crazy about that job. Last time we talked was like 14 months ago. Dude, keep your eyes on the road. My mom owed me some money. It's fine. Pfft, okay. Wait, didn't we just pass the site exit? Isn't that where you said the site was? Do you know what day it is, Emily? August 13th? Friday, August 13th. So what? You're superstitious now? Wait. Are you afraid to go back there? Is that why you quit? Nobody sticks around those types of jobs long. You either work a decade, tear your body up, or you quit before you're in too deep. Uh-huh. Buddy of mine, Martin, kind of an older guy, wife and 2 kids. He's spotting another guy, Brian, and he's bringing in a dump truck full of gravel, laying a foundation. Truck hits a bundle of rebar, the scaffold collapses, Martin falls into the pit, and the trunk trips behind him, just enough to dump all of that gravel on top of him. He's chest-deep in gravel now, but his arms are free. He's responsive, feeling okay. Miracle. But it turns out, I mean, that's 18 tons of gravel in there with him, right? All that weight, it pushed all the oxygen in his blood up to his brain and below the waist. He's crushed. He's just one big bruise. When they pull him out of there, all the blood's gonna go racing to his legs. He's gonna go into shock and his brain's gonna die. So this is it. They bring in his family, explain the situation, they hug him, say goodbye, and then they wince him out, and he's gone. That's really awful. That is really awful. They really pulled him out like that? You don't believe me? No, I believe you. It's just... It happened. It happened to someone I know, Emily. It's gonna happen to me. Either I live hard and die young like Martin, or I become a lumpy old asshole like my dad. Eyes on the road. And then we explode. What? Sorry, Cliff. Don't mention. I'm sorry, too. Wait, where are we? What the ball? How long have we been driving for? Whoa. Pause. Well, that's gonna be this. That's gonna be it for this episode of Homebody. I'm very much enjoying this. I am understanding things, even though I am purely guessing at this point. There's a lot of mystery ends, so I'm still not sure what to do with the water, but I'm assuming I'll figure that out in the attic. But I know how to kill myself now, which is good, so you know. See you guys next time, whenever that might be. See ya.